This is the J Pitt Show.
We're going to play a game. Is this a scam or not?
Is this a scam
Yeah,
or not?
I've been getting a lot of calls and texts. Calls, it's pretty easy to tell.
Is this a real estate only situation?
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah. And it's just like, I don't know why the last couple of weeks I've started been getting more texts from area codes, not from here. And
Yeah.
it's like kind of vague, but they're asking questions enough. Well, and then there's the new one going around. I know everybody's got that. They're like, can we get on it? Me and my wife get on a Zoom link with you. We'll send you the link. That's a scam. They want you to click the link, and I don't know what it's going to do, but it's a scam.
Yeah.
This one, it's interesting. Say, hey, I saw your listing app, yada, 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 and wanted to learn a bit more about it. Is it still available? It's on the market. It says active.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird. I didn't respond for a few hours. I was busy. They text me. Well, I guess it was at night. I didn't respond. They text me the next morning at 8:30. Good morning. That's all they said. I said, yes, it is. It says the survey of the lot available. Are there public utilities in the area? I said, I don't have the plat right now, but yeah, there's water, electric, and gas. There's homes all around it. Then
Which, by the way, is a sketchy question.
yeah. So
House in a neighborhood, does it have utilities?
they didn't respond again. That was at 12 p.m. On this past Monday. They texted me yesterday at 9 a.m. Good morning. Is the lot flat, sloped, or heavily wooded? I mean,
There's pictures of the house right there.
well, and it's just a lot. So I said, it's cleared, sloped slightly from back to front. And then texted me back a few hours later, any floodplain or wetland, which like very weird. I feel like.
No regular buyer asks these questions.
And I didn't respond. Text me just 3 minutes ago. Good morning. And then another text. Can we get on a call this morning so I can get you an offer later today?
I mean, this is not how this works.
And it's very strange. I know there's another house in the this is a lot in a subdivision I live in E-Town. There's another house a few up that I know got under contract with somebody, started finishing the basement for them. It was part of the contract.
And
Turns out it was a scam.
Ugh.
Which I don't know what that scam could be for there, or if it's just somebody being an ASS.
Obviously, it's a scam.
Yeah, should we call them right now?
I don't think we'll call them. I will say we have been known to troll a scammer here in this office. You know, the people that have asked for, Amazon gift cards pretending to be me from another number that's not me. Get trolled quite often.
Yeah.
That one's been around forever.
I'll be honest, I've never trolled any of the scammers. I mean, if you get joy out of it, great. But I just don't. I don't have the time to respond and put any effort towards that.
I agree with that. I never have either, but people have, and I've enjoyed reading the screenshots of text messages when people do commit to it and mess with them. I certainly understand the sentiment. Like, if you're going to try and rip somebody off, you deserve what you get.
Yeah.
And if somebody, wants to take the time to give it to you, then okay, that's on them. I certainly don't find any fault in it. But like, I'm sure they're not listening, so I'm not at the risk of educating any scammers, but they just don't talk like normal buyers. It makes you wonder. And there's always the joke about the Middle Eastern prince that is like stuck with the millions of dollars, and you got the email forward thing if you just respond, right? There's always the jokes about that, like in the meme that goes around, like they're in their New York City apartment that's stacked to the ceiling with cash because nobody will respond to their emails. It just makes you wonder, are they international? Are they somewhere else? Because they don't really understand our culture well enough to be able to converse in ways that, current local buyers and sellers in the way they speak. Because, nobody's going to ask you, is there a wetland on your lot that there's a picture of? Is it heavily wooded? Really? You can't see the photo? Like best case scenario, you're dense and you didn't look at the pictures and you're going to be a nightmare to work with. Worst case, you're a scammer trying to steal money. There's all sorts of scams out there. Real estate agents, because of your high profile nature, your your likeness, your image, your phone number, your contact information, all your inventory, your success posts, all your things are really out there. And you work in an industry where, one client can mean a substantial amount of income for you.
Yeah.
So, real estate agents can be coerced into doing things in the name of customer service, right? That a lot of people wouldn't. And I feel bad for those agents that are new. Like, there's nothing worse than a brand new agent who is very optimistic, who is working hard, who has not had a ton of success, and they get somebody that's seemingly very engaged that kind of they either willfully turn a blind eye to the red flags or they just don't see them yet, and then having to explain to that agent that their client's a scammer,
Yeah.
right? They just signed their first listing ever, and you're like, wait a minute, what did they say? How did they say? Show me the message. And you're like, they don't own that property.
I
That's
have
not who that is.
a few friends that are in the corporate world, and their companies will send like fake phishing scams emails to see if they'll click on them or the link. And if they click on them, they have to do a training like for a few hours, a class. And my wife actually, she fell for one a couple weeks ago, but it was like very believable. It was these digital cards they get all the time at work for like different holidays and stuff, and it was like a Valentine's Day one, and it was like, I mean, it said the name of what they usually get, and she clicked on it. She has to do like a short class at work.
Well, I mean, was it
something.
like from the company?
Uh,
So like, isn't
I
that?
don't think she checked the email.
I was gonna say,
It's
isn't
probably
that
what it
kind of like
was.
on the company for like not using things that can be mistaken for
I don't know,
phishing
man.
scams? Well, whatever. That's good.
It's like a digital card
I
in
hate
her
that for
email.
her.
I mean, it
I'm-
doesn't mean anything. She's like, I just sit
I'm
there, do what I do
concerned.
normally.
I'm concerned that I don't respond to real clients because I'm so skeptical.
I know.
I mean, like, for example, I'll tell you something else that is rampant that a lot of our listeners have no doubt experienced. I'm sure you have, is you get these offers from these wholesaler slash, sub two investors, contract for deed, these I'll call them alternative sale types. It's not like a private treaty transaction. It's like a subject to financing type situation, owner financed offer, unsolicited offers from non-real estate agents. And you get them like by the hundreds. Like, at least I do. I have a lot of listings in my name, and I'll get one all the time. And it's like, it blurs the line on your responsibility as an agent to present all offers in, without undue delay. Our requirement under the due care and skill provision in of Kentucky statutes on how you represent clients. So it's like, okay, do I present those? Like, I don't know them to be credible. Where I've come out on it is it's not an offer because it's not signed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's no prior communication. It comes out of nowhere. And, but we've investigated some of them deep enough to know that these are not serious offers. So, but it kind of makes you wonder sometimes, like, okay, what if there was?
Are you required to present that if it's not signed?
No, it's not an offer.
I usually forward it over anyways, and I call them. I'm like, hey,
I have done that. I've done that. And we do make a practice of it. Presenting, I'm answering your question in the strictest sense. Are you required to present that offer? It's not an offer.
Yeah.
If it's not signed, it's not executed, it's not signed. You can be, you can make a verbal offer in the state of Kentucky, but it's not binding. So, basically we made the value judgment that these are fishing expeditions, if you will, and not entirely serious.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
could be argued against, I'm sure, but that's the stance we've taken.
Yeah. I mean, I usually will forward them, and I also we get a lot of calls. I know you do. I know all agents do, of people trying to sell leads. Hey, are you taking on more listings?
Yep.
And if I'm not with another client or in a position where I can answer my phone, I always answer. But I will hang up right away as soon as I know. I
Yeah.
won't give them the time of day, because if I gave everybody the time of day, I'd be on the phone for an
Well,
hour with these people every day.
I have always, and I used to take the tact, and now I've just started doing what you're talking about. But like, I've been in phone sales. I know it's a challenging job. I have empathy for the person on the other side of the
Sure.
phone trying to
Yeah.
make a living doing this thing that's really challenging. And no doubt, like some of them are scammy and not really legitimate. But the phone salesperson, they don't necessarily know that. They're
Yeah.
trying to do a job, and I try to give them respect, but like then they push through like you give them 5 minutes of your time, and they push through like 4 or 5 objections, and you're just like, okay, when does this cross the line into you're not taking a hint? And so it just becomes better if you just end it
Yeah.
right away.
Dude, I'll tell you something funny. We went to the tractor show this weekend. First off, have you ever been to that?
I haven't.
It is unbelievably huge. Like, you
I knew it was massive.
talk the boat show times 10.
Oh wow.
Parking, we had to park over a half mile away from Freedom Hall and the Expo Center.
Yeah.
It is huge. And we were walking down a line, and there were 10 different states of license plates, 10 cars in a row of, like, I guess people just come in from everywhere. But, of course, there's people in there trying to sell like shingles and different stuff. And we were walking by, and this guy tried stopping my dad and tried stopping him a couple times. And he just goes, "I already have it." That's what he told him. He doesn't, but he was like, "No, I already have this."
Yeah, I already
And
bought
the
that.
guy was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I mean, because that is funny. I kind of love that. I mean, I really want to respect sales as a career and salespeople because I know how challenging it is. I've had to do a lot of it in this industry and in others, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to, every once in a while, you encounter a really, really good salesperson in something that you've never sold, and I have an immense amount of appreciation for that. And so I don't want to be that way with everyone, but like if I'm burdened by trying to provide respect for you and you're not showing me the same respect in return, I have to cut it off.